Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. So a few things today. First of all, scheduling wise, this week's videos should continue as normal. I've got Ni no Kuni record for the week, I've got Evoland record for the week. I still need to record the 2 episodes of Wonderful 101 for the week, but I should be able to do that tomorrow, so we should be fine. As for other things, let's see. We've got Majora's Mask coming up on the Sephiroth. We have Mario 64 versus. We have on Let's Players Unknown. Also on Let's Players Unknown, we have the Kirby 64, which Super Baby Mario is doing, and I'm commentating in. You should really check that out. It's really fun. We actually finished up the game already. Obviously not in the uploads, but we finished recording it, and it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. So that's going to be great. Evoland 2 is going really well. I'm really happy with just how people are responding to the Let's Play in general. Also really happy with how well made of a game it is. I only have 3 episodes pre-recorded right now, just this week's. So I don't go too far into like past what you guys have seen already. But it's really good, and they did a really nice job of improving on the last game. So I'm looking forward to that. Ni no Kuni is getting close to the end of the main story, actually, where I'm running out of ways to procrastinate in order to beat the game. So that actually might finish up in a couple of weeks, and then we'll be doing the after game forever. So look forward to that. I'm pretty sure the Wonderful 101 is also nearing its end. So as I've said in the past, if Wonderful 101 ends first, then Evoland is going to finish its slot. If Evoland 2 ends, then nothing is going to take that slot, because I don't want to... It's really hard to work on like 5 projects at once. Don't do it, kids. Unless you have the time. If you have the time, great. Or if it's like, if you have a computer that can render things fast or whatever, you know, do it. But yeah, so good times. As for other things, so this past week wasn't really much. It was the holiday Rosh Hashanah. It went very nicely. The holiday went nicely. I was with my father and my younger brother. My father has a cantorial position. He leads the services. So he has a great voice, much better than mine. Much better than mine. I mean, if you hate my singing, there's 2 different things. He has like an operatic voice, so it's really cool. It's nice to listen to. This coming Wednesday is the holiday of Yom Kippur, which is essentially the Day of Atonement. It's where we ask God to please don't kill us for the year. I mean, I don't want to make light of it. It's a serious day. It involves fasting and copious amounts of prayer and things like that. As I said last week, I mean, I got a nice response last week's weekly update. If you didn't see it for some reason, once again, I ask everyone here for forgiveness if I've done anything to you, or, you know, if you think that I've anything over this past year. I really don't mean it. I love each and every one of you, and you're all important and special to me. So, you know, once again, thank you for everything that you've done for me, you know, keeping me alive and sane and everything. And I do want to just thank you all, and I hope that I haven't done anything to anybody. And if I have, I ask for forgiveness. So videos are going to be scheduled for Wednesday, and it starts Tuesday night. So the videos are all going to be ready by then, so shouldn't have any problem. I was thinking of trying to stream sometime this week. I'm really not sure when, though. Not sure when. But yeah. As for stuff, today, new Skylanders game came out, and some of you are like, Skylanders, man. My brother and I happen to think it's very fun. So, we didn't get the Wii U version that comes with the Donkey Kong Skylander / Amiibo, because, frankly, the PS4 version is probably going to look better and play a little better. I don't really enjoy using the gamepad with Skylanders. That I've learned from Skylanders Swap Force and Trap Team, the past 2 games. It's not bad. It's just I don't like using the gamepad for games that don't really require it. It acts more as like a menu in those games, and it's cool. It's nice. I actually like its capacity in that regard, but I prefer to use a regular controller. So we went for the PS4 version, also because we didn't really want the Donkey Kong. We wanted the Bowser Amiibo Skylander, and that only came with the Wii version, which isn't even which, first of all, it's Toys R Us exclusive, both of them, which sucks. I hate Toys R Us. I hate it so much. They never have stock in anything, and they always go out of stock online, and it's bad. But the Wii version of the game isn't even the full game. It is just the racing aspect, because everything is next gen except the Wii version. And I think there's a 3DS version too, maybe. There has been in the past, and it's also been a completely different game, the 3DS version. But the Wii version is just the racing aspect of the Superchargers game, and I don't want to bother with money for that, really. But we did decide to splurge this time and get the Dark Edition, which, if you know anything about the Skylanders, essentially it's the same characters in the starter, but they look cooler, and they have more unlockable powers. So I'm not going to open this up because my little brother would kill me, but it also comes with this Chaos trophy. I mean, Chaos is voiced by the guy who does Invader Zim, so it's awesome. The voice cast in these games is fantastic. You got people like Patrick Warburton and the Invader Zim person, and all sorts of other people that I should remember, but I don't. People you'd recognize from like anime and cartoons, like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon stuff. But yeah, it has the portal, it has the vehicles, the flying, the driving, and Spitfire, and Stealth Elf, and all sorts of cool things. And obviously it comes with the game. It comes with the portal, which puts the things on. It's essentially an NFC reader. And yeah, we also got the Gilgrunt pack, the Series 5 Deep Dive Gilgrunt. This used to be a Spyro game. If you guys don't know anything about Skylanders, the first game is called Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure, which was a spin-off of the Spyro series, and this is game 5. The first 3 games actually had Spyro as one of the characters. So Spyro was kind of a main character in the first one as one of the Skylanders, and the other 2 games had like the figures that the Series 2 and 3 figures had upgrade Spyro. There's like Mega Ram Spyro and stuff like that. And then the 4th one, I don't know why they just stopped putting Spyro in it. Maybe they lost the Spyro aspect of the license. Maybe it's very possible Activision is doing something else with the Spyro series. I don't know. I hope they are, because I like Spyro. But Gilgrunt is one of the originals, and he keeps coming back. And there's his ship and the little trophy thing that lets you race as one of the boss characters. We also got Terrafin. Terrafin's also one of the originals, so this is Sharkshooter Terrafin. It looks really awesome. I love Terrafin. He's great. In the last game, they also released 2 new elements. There's normally 6. There was fire, water, life, which is like grass, death or undead, wind, and earth. Now there's also light and dark. This is an undead character. He's actually GameStop exclusive, which is cool. Frightful Fiesta. It's essentially, there's a character Fiesta. He's like one of those Day of the Dead type things. Can't really see it because of glare, but they have like variants that have an extra power. So this is like a Halloween variant of Fiesta. Normally his face is white with like a red coating. Now it's orange with a black coating. So they have like variants for like holidays, usually Easter, Christmas, and Halloween. And the variants are the same character, but they look different in game, and they have usually an extra superpower to unlock. So it's just to get your monies. But Fiesta looks cool. I like Fiesta. I like the style. It's one of the reasons why I bought Grim Fandango, because it reminds me of that too. And one more character that we bought. We didn't get like all the new guys. This guy's a Diveclops. Apparently he's related to Eyebrawl from the second game. Nobody knows what I'm talking about probably, but Diveclops. The reason why I bought him is because he looks like a Big Daddy from BioShock. I just like that. I mean, it kind of looks like a mixture of a Big Daddy and like a football player. Not soccer, American football. So, I don't know, he looks cute, and I like him, and I'm going to use him. Last thing we bought, my brother was using all his money for this. He worked all summer to buy this. I also bought myself one of the 20th anniversary PS4 controllers. I needed another PS4 controller, and this one looked really cool. It really, really, really sucks how expensive the stupid controllers are. Like, used to be like GameCube controller, 20 or 30 bucks. Okay, it's expensive, it's half a game, but still, it lasted for a long time. PS3 controllers, I believe, were 40, maybe 45 or 50. I think they were 40. PS4 controllers are 60 bucks. They are the price of a full game. And there's not even a lot of games that have like couch co-op to require it. So it really sucks. Like, you see the games that have like 4-player stuff is mostly indie titles. Towerfall, Rocket League, things like that. Like, the main games, if you're lucky, are 2-player. Injustice, Skylanders, things like that. But yeah, so the 20th anniversary PS4 controller, I need another controller, and this was $65, which I think is horrifically overpriced for... They overpriced it because it was special edition, but I figured if I'm going to get a new controller, I may as well get a nice one. It's $5 extra from the overpricedness, and this feels so good in my hands. I love the PlayStation Gray. I got this because it just looks really nice. I love the PlayStation Gray, you know, the original. It says 20th anniversary. PlayStation is 20 years old. The home button is the original, I mean, it always has the PlayStation logo, but it's the PlayStation logo colors. Got the face buttons here to look like the old original PlayStation controller. Obviously, aside from the touchpad and the other stuff, it looks like it. It is not a PlayStation controller, but they should have taken the DualShocks out to make it like the original. Thank you for talking to me, little brother child, but I love the DualShock 4 controller so much. You guys have no idea. This is probably going to be my main controller from now on. But yeah, I'm telling you, the DualShock 4 controller is, in my opinion, the best video game controller out there today, hands down, bar none. I don't dislike anything about it except for the battery life, which if you don't turn the light down in the back, it just goes after 2 hours. It's terrible. But aside from that, like the shoulder button, the L2 and R2 are great. The joysticks with their little pads are really nice, and the buttons are very responsive. The touchpad's very responsive. The buttons are very responsive. The share button is a great feature. Buy a PS4. But yeah, also I've been playing a lot of Mario Maker this past week. That's pretty much like the big thing that everyone's been doing, and I made a few levels I talked about last week. I didn't get to play much this week, or make much this week, but I have been playing other people's levels, and it's a good game. It's really good. You should play it. That's about it for everything else. So, yeah, this has been Sephiroth04 with the weekly update. Thank you guys once again for everything that you've done for me. It's so very much appreciated, and just remember that I love you so much, and, you know, whether you think that, you know, there's sadness in this world or anything, just keep in mind, I am here, and I believe in you. So, Sushi and Alphonse believe in you too. They told me. Every night, I ask them, do you believe in our viewers and friends? And they say, Hank. Which means yes, if you can't speak alpaca. Anyway, goodbye everybody. Bye-bye.